Hi, my name is Charita Niedermeyer. I am with the Pampered Chef. That is the name. The Pampered Chef is a direct sales, home-based business. You may know that there are a ton of home-based businesses out there. What made me decide to join the Pampered Chef, I think the main selling point to me was the fact that there was no inventory. You find with a lot of home-based businesses, a lot of them have a high cost of joining, but then you also have to have all this inventory. And me personally, I do not have a basement in my home. So where am I going to store all this stuff? Back in 2004, I was working for a temporary company like Kelly Services. And I was looking for something different. I was doing office work day in, day out. I wanted something that would allow me a little bit more independence. And that's when I started to turn to the home-based business market. It basically all boiled down to probably two or three. One sold like makeup, facial, nail, color, perfume, that sort of thing. The other, the Pampered Chef, was, based on kitchen items, whether it be seasonings, pots, pans, knives, kitchen goods. And again, it all goes back to the inventory. April 2004 rolled around. I had a decision I had to make. I had bills I had to pay. My tax check was wearing off. So I had to make a quick decision. Which way am I going to go? And that's when I decided to go with the Pampered Chef. Again, for no inventory. The startup cost was very low. I think I only paid about $80 to get started. And the kit that I received was everything that I could use at home. Plus, I could use the kit at my shows. And again, no inventory. That's what basically sold me to the Pampered Chef. And so I signed on with them April 30th, 2004. So this April will be 10 years for me, and I'm still going strong. No, I'm not a director yet, but there is a lot of, I don't know how to put it, but basically, I'd kind of rather be a consultant rather than a director. And I really like what I do. I have the freedom to kind of come and go as I please. I can determine how much money I want to make or how less of money I want to make. Basically, the more you work, the more money you make. The less you work, the less money you make. And it's pretty simple as that. I try to strive for 4 to 6 shows a month, with catalog shows, which are like book parties with home shows mixed in. And if I want to go to Florida in April for a whole week, I can. I don't have to talk to my boss, and rely on them to make the decision if I can go to Florida or not. So that's basically why I decided to go the home-based business route. And it's also a great chance to get out of the house for moms who may be, a housewife or take care of the kids, but yet they still like to earn some money. Home-based business is definitely the way to go, again, because you can make your own schedule. If you don't want to work weekends, you don't have to work weekends. If you only want to have shows on Tuesdays, that is totally up to you. They only have meetings once a month. You're not tied to going them. Nobody's going to spank you if you miss a meeting. I love it. You can earn trips overseas to the Caribbean. You can earn money to put towards your house, like me, towards your car, definitely. And that's pretty much it.
A couple things about this, being independent. And you mentioned that you can work as hard as you want to, and that there's a correlation with how much effort you make and how much money you make. A lot of times people don't want to put the effort in because they're so programmed to be hourly paid. And the idea that when you want to make a lot of money, you got to put time in, and that kind of scares them. How did you get over that?
Basically, again, it all boils down to I determine what I want to make per month, and in order to do that, I know I have to put forth the effort to work so many hours to do so many shows a month.
So your company basically has like a formula where, generally speaking, when you give X amount of presentations, you're going to make X amount of money. Now, I've seen those kind of formulas before, and I've worked those kind of formulas before, and it's called the law of large numbers, I believe is what it's called. And it actually works. But yet, each time I would hire a lot of African Americans, they see that it's real work and that you have to be disciplined, you got to learn the product, and you got to give your presentations with enthusiasm where you have a strong command of the presentation, and you can make that kind of money. But I think it boils down to is a lot of times people don't have that kind of faith in themselves. Is that accurate?
I think a lot of people have, sometimes they don't have any faith even when they're working, for hourly wage or salary. And just this world that we live in, I don't think a lot of people have determination anymore. And I can't speak for those people because I have determination. Again, I set forth what I want to make. I have a budget, and I look at my schedule and say, okay, I need to make X amount of dollars each month if I want to go to Florida, if I need to pay for my car, the house, whatever. And I have that determination each month, because if I don't, I'm not going to make any money. Now, with a hourly job or a salary job, yes, you can go out to that place and work, or you might be able to just sit on your butt all day. You're still going to get paid. Now, when it comes to home-based businesses, you can sit on your butt all day and not do anything, but you are not going to get paid for it. That's where the word commissions comes in. So if you like to get paid, you got to put forth the effort. If you want to go on those trips to Florida, you have to put forth the effort and do it right and earn your money the way you want to earn it.
Now, you just said a curse word there, commission. That scares living daylights out of a lot of people, because people will always tell you about commission. Yeah, you got a chance to make a lot of money, but you also have a chance not to make any money. So therefore, that's why we tend to shy away from that commission. But yet the richest people in America are commissioned.
Yes, sir. That's true. That is true. When you have a business that you call your own, a lot of times that's where the commission comes in. And a lot of people just don't understand with commissions, you have to work that much harder. But to me, when you earn those commissions, and you get that raise or you earn that money and you hit that goal that you wanted to hit, it's so much more rewarding in that sense than maybe working at a fast food restaurant and only getting a certain amount of money per day, per week.
Now, this is about the 19th time you've mentioned goals. Did you do this on your own, or is this something that your parents instilled in you?
I guess it would basically be both. My mother, she raised me right. She, told me all about adulthood, becoming an adult, and being financially stable. My mother never struggled. As a single mom, at least I never noticed that she struggled. I think she did very well in raising me and, providing for me and her as well. But, I learned everything from my mom. My dad passed away when I was young, but my mom did teach me right about setting forth goals and saving, being financially stable, budgeting, that whole 9 yards. I did learn that from my mom. A little bit from school too, but I think it all starts in the home first. Your parents have to teach you right if you want to succeed in life.
Okay, now you mentioned your mom and what all she taught you. Was she also an outdoorsman?
No, not even close.
So how did? Okay, seriously, because I've seen pictures of you holding shotguns, dressed in the hunter's attire, and I read some things about you, and I take that all that stuff is real.
Very real. I actually learned that if you go back in my history, I'm from what a lot of people call the mean streets of Gary, Indiana. Oh my goodness. I am from Gary, and Gary is that close to Chicago. So we're very cityfied in Gary. So you tell someone in Gary about shotguns and outdoors, they're probably going to think, ooh, who are you going to shoot tonight? Oh, well, hey, no one. Fishing, you might have some in Gary who do fish. But when it comes to hunting and that sort of thing, no, not too much. You fast forward to my life today, I am fishing and hunting, but I did learn that from my husband while we were dating. He's a big outdoorsman and kind of showed me the ropes, and the rest is history.